Today we are going to see the editorial of Leetcode question number 151. Question name is reverse words in a string. So if you will see this is the given input, the sky is blue and we have to print each word in the reverse order. Output is blue is sky the. So in this question there are many things given that input may contain more than one space and it may contain digits, and output must not contain any leading or trailing zeros. Those two things we have to take care of. So if you will see this example, this is the given input where there is a trailing zeros, leading zeros and trailing zeros both, but output is not containing that. So how we are going to solve this? Let's see the editorial of this problem. So this is the given input and this is the given output. So if we will talk specific about input, what are the given inputs? It contains characters, digits, spaces, and this spaces, it's not sure that in between words it will be only one space. So suppose if I will write my name, now there is only one space. It may be possible that here also there is a space and in between there are two spaces and here there is one space. So if this is the given input, then output will be, we have to remove all the zero spaces and we have to write, separate them with only one space here. So question is very simple and there are many string methods which helps us to do this thing. So what is the first approach we are going to see is that we will use inbuilt string methods. So there are many inbuilt string methods and this is based on language specific also, that which in which language you code. Suppose if I will talk about Java, in Java there is a method name called split which split the string based on some expression. So but main problem here is that there, if I will give one space, I don't know there are total how many spaces here. So if we don't know total how many spaces are here, then it will be means it will divide based on the two space also. So let's take an example. Suppose if we will take sky, there are two spaces, is there is one space blue. Now if we are saying it to separate it based on the space, so what it will do is split always forms a array of string. So what it will do is it will form a string array of a string where here we will be having sky is, but it will contain one space also, and here it will contain blue. So if we will are doing this based on the space, so what we can do is if we are directly using separating based on only one space, then whenever we are going to this, so means that now what we have to, our output will be, suppose this is index 0, this is index 1, this is index 2 in the array, we have to revert it. So can I say that simply I will write one for loop from I is equal to array dot length -1 to 0. So here I will get one word string. Let's store it in temp is equal to array of I. So when we will get this string, so can I say that remove the trailing and leading zeros, remove the trailing and leading zeros from temporary string. So in this, from this we will means remove this. Now after this what we have to do? So can I say that in our answer, suppose there is our answer string, in this I will directly append plus is equal to temp, and we have to append one space also. So this is one method to do this, where we are separating it based on only one space. But if I will talk about expressions, there are some expressions which allows you to remove all the trailing and leading zeros also. So if I will talk about one of those expression, it is in parameter we pass it as, we write it as split s plus. Now if we will write this, then it will return me a string array. So in this there will be no trailing zeros or no leading zeros. So if it is the case, then can I say that I will move with this approach only, where there is no need of this thing. So if I will give you the entire code, pseudo code for this, so can I say that after dividing this, I will take one string answer is equal to empty. Then I will iterate on this string. I will iterate from I is equal to a dot length minus 1 to 1 only. Here I didn't cover that point, I am covering here now. So that why we are iterating only up to 1? Because we know that when we will be appending last string, sorry, last word, after that we don't want the space. So what we will do is, up to here we will append with a space, and last word we will append as it is. So can I say that I will directly write answer plus is equal to a of I plus with a space. Now when this thing will get over, so can I say that in answer again I will, when this is over, means we have appended from a dot length minus 1 to 0, at last I will append a of 0. So if you will look here, it will be like, first we will append blue with a space, then we will append eyes, then this for loop will be over, then we will come out and we will append sky. So this will be the output for this code. Now if you will write here up to 0, then what will happen is, then it will append a extra space at the last. So that we don't want to happen, because we don't want any leading zeros or trailing zeros. So if you will talk here about the time complexity and the space complexity, can I say that time complexity will be big O of n only, means where n is the array of size, and array size depends on total how many words are there, and the space complexity is also big O of n. N is nothing but, you can say, number of words. Now one thing, this also requires a time. To split these things, it also requires a time, and we know that string is immutable. What it is? String is immutable, means that we cannot update or change the string. So whenever we are appending here, we are always creating a new string. So all these string operations are also taking extra time and extra spaces also. So after all these things, we have to, means there will be plus time complexity for string operation, and it depends on language also, that means string is mutable or immutable. I am not going into that. So this is the brute force approach. Now if we don't want to take this array, extra array, I don't want to take extra array here, then how we will code this? Let's see that approach. Let's take an example of, Let's take the given example only. The sky is blue, but we will add some extra spaces also. So this, all the dot point will indicate a space. The sky, all the dots are representing a space. Suppose this is our given input. Now how we will means make it means without using our split, means how we can code this. Now understand this very carefully. We know that means we need to print the word in the reverse order. So what I will do is I will keep my I pointer here, and now let's start here. Whenever I will get space, so whenever I will get space, I will do I minus minus, because there is no need of space in our program. So now there is a space. So what I will do is I will do I minus minus. So I will move here. Understand this very carefully. Now I is at this place. Now when I is at that place, means that now there is no space, there is some character or digit is there. So means that we have to consider that. And how to consider that? There are two options. One is you will take one j pointer at same as I pointer until unless you are not getting extra space, means you are not getting space, you will keep on moving your j pointer. So let's move our j pointer. So this is not space, so we will move our j will move here. This is also not space, j will move here. It is also not space, j will move here, and this is a space, so our j pointer will stop here. So can I say that means there is, now we are, our j is stopping at a place which is space. Now from j plus I, from here means j plus I to this I, it is a word. So what we can do is we can form a substring from j plus I to I. So if I will code about Java, I will say about Java. Java, it happens is that this I is last index is excluding. So can I say that it will be j plus I to j plus I to I plus 1. So it will give us a string. So now we have to just append it. I think it is clear for you that how we are moving our I pointer and how we are moving our j pointer. Now can I say that once we are done up to here, once we are done up to here, we will move our I pointer here, because up to here it's already covered. Or what you can do is, instead of moving your j pointer, what you can do is you can, here it was your I, you can keep here j, you can move your I pointer only up to the first space. Then you will form a substring of I plus 1 to j plus 1, and this you will append in your answer. Now let's try to code this and try to understand this, that how we are doing this. So if I will talk about pseudocode, then I will take one string, answer is equal to empty string. Then up to where our I will iterate, until unless it is not going outside here, then we have to mean say that iterate, and this index is 0. So can I write that while I is greater than equal to 0? Now if we are done with this, first thing we are doing is we are removing the extra spaces. So how we can remove the extra spaces? So can I write here while I is greater than equal to 0, means that if suppose all things are spaces only. So we have to check this boundary condition while I is greater than equal to 0 and character at s. So s dot char at I, if s dot char at I double equals to space. So in this case can I say that I will do I minus minus? Yes, we will do I minus minus. Now what will happen? Now what we have to do is after this we have to take one j pointer. Yes, okay, we will take one j pointer and we will keep it at I. Yes, very good. Now when we keep it at I, then we are again moving our I pointer until unless we are not encountering the space. So for that, can I write it as while I again greater than equal to 0 and s dot char at I, this time until unless it is not space, we will keep on moving. So we will do I minus minus in this case also. Now when we come out of this loop, we know that there we have something, means that we have found a word where our first letter I have I plus 1, at the last letter I have j pointer. So can I say that I will form it substring? And if you will remember this case, that at last we have to return, means append it without space. So what we can do here? So can I say that if answer double equals to empty, then what we will append here? So can I append here answer plus is equal to, can I say I have to form a substring from I plus 1 to j plus 1, and I am only writing this j plus 1 in terms of Java where last index is excluded. Now else part, what I will do is I will append it with a space plus s dot substring I plus 1 to j plus 1. So this is our entire pseudocode for this. So if you will look here, we have not defined any array, and time complexity is also big O of n, and we have used two pointer on this. So that means two pointer in the sense that j pointer is always indicating the last character, means non-space character, and I is moving till the first space character. So in this case we have solved this problem. Hope you able to understand this, and whatever the methods we are using here, so in which language you code, you can search in that for substring how you can form, and what are the parameters it will take, and what is the split, and in the language you code what is the method for the split. Hope you able to understand this video. See you all in the next video. Bye bye all.